now we are outside. I want you to see the moon. Do you see it? Right there. I feel like right now, in this current moment, there's been like a lot of coming back to what you knew, coming back to what you're discovering about yourself, coming back, revisiting all that. Oh my gosh. God's creation is so beautiful. We are sketching in the dark at night, doing our assignment, feeling gratitude, and all-encompassing gratitude for God's creation and appreciating what He does. You know what I mean? It's like more gratitude and less shame that you have been struggling with for so long, And how much of a blessing is that? How much of a blessing is that? We're going to listen to music that you used to listen to all the time, music that inspires you, music that makes you wish to create, music that makes you feel good, that gives you that energy, that necessary energy that you need, that fuels you. And it's like returning back to this understanding that God is with you even when you're making mistakes, even when you don't feel 100%, even when you feel flawed. God is with you. And it's that understanding, and it's that return to that and that release of the shame that you've been building up for so long, and that shame that you've been building up through all these performances that you've been acting in, all these roles that were so foreign to you for so long. And it's just like, how does it feel to be back? How does it feel to be back? How does it feel to remember that God is on your side? How does it feel to release the shame that you are holding on to unnecessarily so? Shameful mistakes from the past, things are coming up now, things that you have to deal with. You have to be honest with your dad about what's going on with school. And see how he still supported you. Anyway, notice how he still supported you. Notice how he still supported you even after you told him the news that you thought was gonna set you off, He's still there. And it's like you needed that moment to recognize that it's not just like that with your father, but it's just like that with God too. When you are open and you're honest about, where you fall short in and who you are, He's still there to support you and take care of you and love you and want to guide you and still want to wish you for the best. Because there's no growth in condemnation, there's no growth in shame, and there's no growth in lying and trying to hide who you are. Because God sees who you are already. He's been seeing it for so long, and He thinks He's so silly that you keep trying to hide it. You keep trying to hide who you are. It's so silly. It's so silly to Him. Because he sees you and he accepts you and he loves you. And you need to release yourself from beliefs that have you believing that God doesn't love you because of whatever. Because they are lies. From the deepest, darkest pits of hell, they're such violent lies. And they're so dangerous that they separate you from the source. From the source of your creativity, from the source of your passion, from the source of from the source of your purpose. It separates you so far from your source. You need to release yourself from all those beliefs, all those things that keep you bound. You need to emancipate yourself from all of it, because they're all not true. God is still with you. He is still with you. Believe it or not, surprise, surprise, he's still with you, and he still loves you, and he's still all about you. He's still all about you. Crazy. I know, right? Sometimes the reason why we feel the need to still perform, even in the face of God, even in the face of people who say that they're so down for us, is because of past traumas that made us believe that, we have to show up in a certain way that warrants us love, that warrants us grace, that warrants us safety, You need to confront what was that thing that put you in a position to feel that way, and you need to confront it head on, and you need to be like, hey, I don't need to perform for anything. I don't need to. Whenever I try to strive to be a better person, it's not to perform for your validation, but rather a great act of self-love to carry me from this place to that place. You know what I'm saying? It is not that, you need to now eat better because you can't get love because you are the size that you are. No. You don't eat better because you want to change how you look. You eat better because your body deserves nutrition, it deserves nourishment, it deserves good food. Because you're alive, and because you breathe, and because you exist. The fact that you are here right now and you're listening to this wherever you are, at whatever point you are in your life, is proof enough that you are worthy and deserving of love, period. When you operate from a place of shame, you will never be better. You will continue to get stuck in cycles where you keep on doing the thing that harms you over and over again, but that's because you haven't handled your shame. And truth be told, you have nothing to be ashamed of. Your mistakes that you've made in your past are purely a testament of your human existence. The mistakes that you've made in the past are just proof of you trying your best, of you being a human, of you being alive. That's what your mistakes are. And when you understand that, and you understand that because you made mistakes, it doesn't directly impact your worth, neither does it impact your deservability of love, if that's even a word. Your deservinghood? I don't know, child. But when you recognize that your mistakes does not impact whether you deserve love or not, that's when you relinquish yourself from the shame that is keeping you bound to the things that you wish not to do. Because the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, and the flesh is suffering and is drowning within shame. Your flesh is suffering and it's drowning in the hands of shame. Your shame is what is separating you and is what is keeping you from God. It is what is keeping you from the source. It is what is keeping you from your purpose. It is what is keeping you from your creativity. It's what is keeping you from your divinity. It is what is keeping you from what is laid out and set out for your higher self, and you need to let go of it. You're not a bad person for the mistakes you've made in the past. You're simply just a human being. Whoopsies. Okay. I'm going to go listen to some music now. And carry on drawing, and I hope that you yourself do something that you want to do for your own good, for nothing else but your own good. I hope that you recognize that the fact that there's like oxygen in your lungs, that there's brainwaves in your brain, that you are existing right now in this present moment, that it is enough for you to celebrate your life and your existence, and it is enough for you to do what you want to do that makes you feel good, because you deserve it. I pray with everything in me that you release yourself from the shame that is keeping you bind to your past mistakes, because you don't need to hold on to that. You don't need to hold on to that. You are just a human. Okay. Bye.